My understanding is that investors were very interested. One thing I talk about in the piece is that they went out and did what they call pilot fishing in the UK, which I guess is sort of an early unofficial roadshow where you have certain comps but not all the full details. You bring management on the road. They met with 80 companies. They met with BlackRock, Capital Group. They met with Janus Henderson and many others. And people wanted to buy it, but they just
That was before we had all the issues with Khashoggi, right?
No, so this was, you're right that this has been an ongoing process for years, but this phase that I was talking about was relatively recently. It was late September, early October, so about a year after Khashoggi. But people wanted to buy it at a much lower price point. I mean, they were talking about, as hedge funds, of course, in New York and other places, we're talking about like $1.1 trillion implied valuation, or going on up to 1.5, 1.6, 1.7, but not 2. So MBS has taken a lot of dings in the last few years already. I mean, there was the Khashoggi murder. There was the detention of the elites at the Ritz, which I think hurt the international reputation of Saudi as a place to do business. It eroded trust. There has been the war with Yemen, which has been highly controversial. So those are just a few things that have been an issue. But elusive foreign investment, I think, is a key. And I think, in a way, the economics of all this, as we all know, are critical. And if over time the Aramco IPO doesn't help diversify the economy and bring in proceeds to do other things, that could be problematic. They really need a job creation vehicle that gets people away from being dependent upon government jobs. And slowly but surely, they're bringing in some outside players, but it has been more elusive, perhaps, than he imagined.